What's up guys? Thank you so much for joining me for today's cash stuffing video. I am so thankful that you're here. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Briana. I am 32 years old. I live in Texas and I work full-time as an office manager at an air conditioning company. I have been using the cash stuffing method since 2020 and I am currently debt-free besides my mortgage. I bought my first house last year, so I'm working on paying that down as well as working on some savings goals. So if you're into that sort of thing, I hope you stick around for more. I upload these videos every Thursday. And if you are a returning subscriber or a returning viewer, welcome back. Today we're going to be stuffing $360, so let's go ahead and get started. Car care is up first as always, and it is going to be getting $10 today. How's everybody doing? I hope everybody had a great Halloween, and I hope you ate as much candy as I did because I'm going to have to take our leftover candy to work because I need to stop eating it. So car care has $600 in the bank, $620, $640, $660, $670, $80, and $685 total in car care. I just realized yesterday that my registration is going to renew next month. So that I believe is $75, I'm pretty sure. So obviously we have enough saved up, but that's gonna be the next thing that I need to do. But I also need to get my tires rotated. But I have been informed that since I bought new tires from Discount Tire that they might rotate them for free. So I'm gonna be looking into that whenever it comes time to get them rotated, but I still have a little bit longer until I need to do that. Next up is coffee, and I am putting $5 in there. And we now have $5, $10, $15, and $20 in coffee. I was a little surprised, especially with Halloween being on a Friday, that we had hardly any trick-or-treaters. So we have a lot of Halloween candy left over, which is crazy because I spent $70 on Halloween candy and we had almost our whole bowl left. I even left the bowl outside thinking that would encourage the kids to, take a couple handfuls, but they didn't, which, I mean, I'm glad they were being respectful, but at the same time, I'm like, can y'all please take this candy? I spent my hard-earned money on it, so I want someone to have it, but not many trick-or-treaters. So let me know, did y'all have trick-or-treaters? Did you see a lot of people out and about? I'm thinking maybe they just went to the larger neighborhoods because the street that I live on specifically, the people are older and not as interactive. They don't really decorate or really don't even go outside. So maybe I just don't live on a very active trick-or-treating street. I'm not sure, but either way, I still had fun, and we ended up going to a haunted house on Saturday, and I actually ended up using the rest of my spooky season money on the haunted house, and I had $70 left over, and the haunted house was $75. So I ended up saving up the perfect amount, and I was super happy about that. It was a lot of fun. I was screaming my head off. Briana is going to be getting $20 today. I did spend 10 out of here yesterday because I had to re-up on my primer. Every time I restock, it seems like I forget something, then I end up having to get something else. So I did spend $10 on that, and we have 20, 40, 60, 70, and 75. Luckily, I do use drugstore makeup other than my concealer, so it doesn't end up costing me a whole bunch. It's just kind of annoying when I think I restocked on everything, but then it ends up being something else that runs out right after that. It seems to happen every time. Miss Candy is going to be getting $20, and that is my dog for anyone who might be new. She has $600 in her savings account and $40 in cash. She just had her yearly vet visit. Everything checked out perfectly. She got all of her vaccines and everything, so we are just saving up for her next appointment or any emergencies that come up. Y'all, I am filming this at 10:30 p.m. because I was a little distracted doing my new favorite hobby, which is coloring. It may sound a little silly, but I got a couple of new coloring books. One of them I asked my sister to get it for me for my birthday, and some alcohol markers from Amazon, and I am just obsessed with coloring. It's so relaxing. It's so rewarding when you finish off a page and just, I just love it. And I've been coloring for like a few hours, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I need to film my video. So it's currently 10:30 p.m. Christmas is gonna be getting 20, and that is coming up right around the corner, guys. Time is just flying by. We have a 500 in the bank, 5, 20, 40, 60, 86, 20, 40, 60, 87, 710, and 715 in Christmas. I bought stuff for my sisters. I bought something for my mom. Still have a few more people to buy for, but I honestly do not know what to get them. So I'm kind of just like at a standstill trying to figure out what to get people. But very excited to do some more Christmas shopping whenever I can think of gift ideas. Clothing is getting 10, and it currently has 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, and 90. So almost back to 100 in clothing. It finally decided to start cooling off, so I've been wearing some more of my fall clothes, but I think tomorrow it's gonna be in the upper 70s, lower 80s, and as well as Friday. So it cooled off there for a little bit. We did have some rain that came through, but it's been so sunny and so nice out, I can't even complain. As long as it's not in the 90s anymore, I'll be happy. So 70s, 80s, as long as it's sunny with a little breeze, that's just perfect. Family is getting 5. And we now have 20, 40, 60, 80, 90, 95, 100, 105, and 110 in family. Moving over to fun, we are putting $10 into there. Let's see, try to get these in order. We have 20, 30, 40, 50, and 55 in fun. I did end up spending $20 out of there. I can't remember if it was since my last stuffing or before that, but we do have a frozen custard place here that is just so good and we cannot resist. So I did end up spending $20 on frozen custard because why not? Gifts is getting $10 as well. Put 10s on a few things because I feel like that's just a good number that adds up quickly, but it doesn't, hurt the budget too bad. So $10 is my go-to. We have $100 in the bank, 200, 220, 230, 240, 250, and 255 in gifts. I am saving up for my sister's birthday, which is coming up in January. Health is not getting anything. There is $540 in there. 500 is in my savings account and 40 is in cash. Next up, we have home, which is also getting 10. Told you guys. And I did spend out of here as well. The light bulb, so the light in my carport has never really worked properly since I lived in this house. Sometimes it would come on and sometimes it wouldn't. And on Halloween, I wanted to get the carport light to work just so people would know, like, we're home, come get the candy, because no one was showing up. So I was like, maybe it's because it's dark outside of my house and they think that we're not here. So anyway, long story short, my boyfriend took the last light bulb and used it in the carport. So I had to re-up on all light bulbs. Why did I need to tell you that big long story to tell you why we got light bulbs? I don't know, but here we are. So we have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 130, 40, 50, 55, and 160 in home. That is such a good amount. I am so proud of myself for letting that build up, because used to I would just spend out of there every single week, but I'm trying to only buy things that I absolutely need, because times are tough out here. And honestly, I don't care who says what or what you see on Instagram. You do not really need all the things everybody tells you need. My goal is to just be happy with what I have. I'm not saying I'm never gonna go buy something. I literally have a new candle right here off screen, getting ready to use it when this one runs out. I'm not saying I'm never gonna buy anything, but I'm just trying to learn to be happy with what I have. And I know that's a little different than what people preach online, especially whenever they're trying to sell you something when they make commission, hint, hint. But I'm just saying, maybe you don't need all the things you see on Instagram. Lawn care is getting 20. And we have 300 in the bank, 20, 40, 50, and 55. 355. I'm so glad that's adding up because we are gonna have some major outdoor projects going on in the house or outside the house whenever spring comes around. Sam's Club is getting 10. I think I need to take a trip to Sam's here soon. We have 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 120, 140, 150, 160, 170, and 175. This 10 is seriously on its last leg. I need to get rid of that. So 175, I think is what I said in Sam's. If you don't know what Sam's is, I think Sam's are all over the country, but they're kind of similar to Costco. We don't have Costco where I live, but we do have Sam's. But in my opinion, I feel like they're kind of the same thing, just different parent company. I am gonna be putting $30 in self-care. And it now has 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, and 120. And I am saving up for my hair appointment the first week of December. And I need 180 for that. But I also am running out of, oops, sorry, I hit the camera. I'm running out of one of my hair products that I need to get from the girl that does my hair. I don't know how much it is though, so I might need to put a little extra in there. I need to text her and figure out how much that one hair product is. It's probably like $50, honestly. I sure hope not. Travel is gonna be getting 40. I am saving up for our family ski trip. That is the last week of December. We have 300 in the bank, 20, 40, 60, 80, and 390. Definitely gonna have to bulk that up here soon. That's why I'm putting 40 in there, but hopefully I can put some more in there because that trip is coming up very fast and it's a week long in another state, so definitely need to prepare. Alrighty, moving over to our prop money. I put these in a separate binder just so everybody is clear. This is prop money. I'm not trying to pull a fast one on anybody. This is just money that I have in the bank that I've decided to stuff prop money so we can count it together just for the visual representation, just for fun. So Future is going to be getting $10. It gets 10 every week, and it currently has 100, 120, 140, 150, and 160 in Future. This is just for Future spending. It's not for anything specific, but I am going to be spending that on something in the future, and whenever it comes up, I will know. But it's not like for any one specific thing that I have in mind. This one, on the other hand, is refinance. I am saving up to refinance my mortgage. Oh, I was like a little confused. I was like, why is there a 20 and a 10? That is because I actually budgeted 120 so that I could get it to a nice even 1,300, I think is what I have now. So we have 1,000, 100, 200, 220, 240, 260, 280, 290, 295, 96, 97, 98, and 99. There's 1,300 in there, so I'm probably gonna fix this off camera so that it's easier to count next time. But just trust me, I will put the screenshot. There's $1,300 in refinance, and I'm trying to get to 3,000 by the end of the year, and I'm gonna do it. One thing about me is I'm gonna find a way. Where there's a will, there's a way. This binder is so tippy, so I'm trying not to let it rock too much, but it's a little difficult. Emergency fund is getting $10. This one does not have an end goal necessarily. I would love to have 6 months saved up of living expenses. I currently have between 3 and 4, I believe, but I'm slowly just adding this up. So we have 7,000, 7,100, 120, 140, 150, and 7,160, plus 1,000 that I have in my local bank right around the corner that I can get to very easily. I wanted to tell you guys that I ended up paying my property taxes. If you don't know, I do own an acre of land in a neighboring city. Obviously, I'm not using it for anything. I originally had planned to build a house, but then I figured out the hard way after 6 months of designing a house and getting bids that it was way over budget, even just having kind of like the bare minimum, nothing over the top. It was going to be over $300,000, and that was out of my budget. So now I just own an acre of land that's just sitting there, and that means I have to pay property taxes on it. But luckily last year when I got my end of year bonus, I put some money aside in my savings for property taxes because I knew I would have to pay those, obviously. But you want to know something really cool? I got my property tax statement and it came out to $1,005. I went online and used my card to pay it, so there was card processing fees, and it came out to $1,030. Guess how much money I had set aside for my property taxes? $1,029. I was off by $1. And if you don't know, you never really know for sure what your taxes are going to be until they bill you for them in October. So all the way last year, December, January time, I just guessed around 129 and it ended up being 130. So go me, that was awesome. I felt so good having that money sitting there ready to go. I didn't have to worry about it, and that is just the best feeling in the world. So property taxes are paid on my land. Property taxes are paid on my house for the year because those are part of my escrow account. So I feel like I'm doing a good job of being an adult right now. So I'm feeling very proud, very happy, and that is enough rambling. It is 10:44. It's time for me to try to wind down. It is not time to get wound up, as my mom used to say when I was a kid. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Subscribe if you haven't already. Like I said before, I upload these videos every Thursday, so I hope to catch you here next week at the same time. Until then, I hope you guys have a great rest of your week and a great weekend, and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.